There comes a point in life when we realize that not everything can be controlled. Yet many of us spend our days trying to manage every outcome, every deadline, every reaction from others. We convince ourselves that if we work harder, plan better, and hold on tighter, everything will eventually work out exactly as we want. But what if the breakthrough you've been searching for doesn't come from gripping harder? What if it comes from learning to let go? The truth is that some of life's greatest rewards arrive when we stop forcing them, when we release our need to control every detail and begin trusting the process. We create space for new opportunities, unexpected blessings, and meaningful growth. Today, let's explore the power of surrender and discover why the things you've been longing for may already be moving toward you. 1. The universe reflects your energy, not your urgency. One of the deepest spiritual lessons is that life responds to the energy you carry. Every thought, emotion, and belief contributes to the frequency you bring into the world. Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly communicating with life through your inner state. When your mind is grounded in faith, gratitude, and confidence, you naturally attract experiences that match those qualities. You move through life with a sense of peace, and that energy influences the opportunities, relationships, and circumstances that enter your path. However, when fear takes over and you become obsessed with getting a specific result, your energy shifts. Anxiety, worry, and desperation send a completely different message. Instead of operating from a place of trust, you're focused on what's missing. Your attention becomes fixed on lack rather than possibility. The challenge is that desperation rarely creates the outcome you want. The more intensely you chase something out of fear, the more distant it can seem. Stress clouds your judgment, drains your confidence, and keeps you focused on what you don't yet have. Everything changes when you choose trust over panic. The moment you stop acting from scarcity and begin believing that the right opportunities will arrive at the right time, your entire outlook transforms. You become more open, more aware, and more receptive to the possibilities around you. Life has a remarkable way of supporting those who remain calm while taking purposeful action. Signs become clearer. New doors begin to open. Helpful people appear. Solutions emerge where obstacles once stood. Trying to force every outcome often creates resistance, but when your energy is rooted in confidence and patience, you naturally move in harmony with life's flow. Instead of struggling against the current, you begin moving with it. Remember this: life responds far more powerfully to your inner alignment than to your desperation. Trust what is unfolding. Release your attachment to how and when things must happen. What is meant for you may be closer than you think. 2. The more you control, the more you restrict the flow. Many spiritual teachings emphasize a simple but powerful truth: excessive control often becomes the very thing that stands in our way. As human beings, we naturally want certainty. We want guarantees. We want to know exactly how everything will unfold. We create plans, expectations, and timelines because they make us feel safe. Yet when our need for control becomes too strong, it can create tension and resistance. Imagine holding something in your hand. If you grip it lightly, you can appreciate it and use it freely. But if you squeeze it with all your strength, your hand becomes stiff and uncomfortable. The tighter the grip, the less freedom there is. Life works much the same way. When we become attached to controlling every step, every outcome, and every detail, we close ourselves off from possibilities we never anticipated. We become so focused on making things happen our way that we leave no room for life to surprise us with something even better. This constant effort to manage everything can create stress, frustration, and emotional exhaustion. Instead of allowing opportunities to flow toward us, we unknowingly create barriers that push them away. Surrender is not weakness. and it is certainly not giving up. It means trusting enough to release the need to dictate every aspect of the journey. It means doing your part with dedication and intention, while accepting that not everything is within your control. You still take action. You still pursue your goals. You still give your best effort. The difference is that you stop obsessing over the outcome. You allow space for life to work alongside you. This principle also applies to your inner world. Many people try to control every thought and emotion because they fear uncertainty. They fight against their feelings, criticize themselves for their struggles, and constantly attempt to force themselves into a state of perfection. But this internal battle creates its own resistance. Peace cannot exist where there is constant conflict within. When you stop fighting life and begin trusting it, something shifts. The tension starts to dissolve. Your mind becomes clearer. Your heart becomes lighter. You find yourself moving through challenges with greater ease and resilience. And it is often in that openness, that willingness to trust, that the most extraordinary transformations begin to unfold. The power of release and the wisdom of trust releasing control is not the same as abandoning your dreams. It doesn't mean lowering your standards or forgetting what matters to you. Instead, it means freeing yourself from the constant struggle of trying to force every result. It means believing that life can work in your favor even when you cannot see the full picture. When you stop gripping so tightly to how things must happen, you create room for unexpected opportunities to enter your life. New possibilities, hidden blessings, and solutions often appear when you stop interfering with the natural unfolding of events. The harder you attempt to dominate every circumstance, the more resistance you create. But when you loosen your grip and trust the journey, you invite ease, flow, and possibilities beyond your imagination. Have faith in the process, and you'll be amazed by the ways life begins to support you. 3. The transformative power of silence. Modern life is filled with endless distractions. Notifications compete for our attention. Conversations never seem to stop, and our minds are often crowded with worries, plans, and constant mental activity. We live in a world that rarely pauses, yet true understanding is often found in the very thing most people avoid: silence. Silence is far more than simply the absence of noise. It is a space where awareness deepens and clarity emerges. When the mind becomes quiet, we gain access to insights that are impossible to hear amid constant distraction. Within stillness, deeper truths have a chance to reveal themselves. Picture a calm body of water. When its surface is smooth and undisturbed, everything beneath can be seen clearly. But when the water is turbulent, visibility disappears. Our minds operate the same way. Fear, stress, overthinking, and endless distractions cloud our vision. Only through inner stillness can we recognize the answers that have been waiting for us all along. Silence also carries immense power in the outside world. In a culture where everyone seems determined to be heard, where people compete for attention and rush to react, choosing silence can become a remarkable strength. Remaining centered during moments of chaos protects your peace and demonstrates mastery over your inner world. Silence is not weakness, nor is it avoidance. It is the confidence that comes from knowing you don't need to respond to everything. Sometimes the strongest statement is made without speaking at all. Many people believe they must constantly act, explain, or react to create results. Yet life's guidance often arrives gently. It comes through intuition, subtle signs, quiet realizations, and moments of inner knowing. When the mind is overwhelmed by noise and worry, those messages become difficult to recognize. Stillness creates connection. It allows you to hear what constant activity drowns out. As you learn to embrace silence, your mind becomes clearer, your decisions become wiser, and your connection to life becomes stronger. You begin moving with greater confidence because you are no longer reacting to every distraction around you. There is incredible strength hidden within stillness. In silence, you discover direction. In silence, you uncover wisdom. In silence, you reconnect with the deepest part of yourself. And when you make space for that stillness, you create an opening for the things you seek to find their way to you. 4. Learning to trust life's perfect timing. One of the greatest challenges of modern living is patience. We live in a culture that celebrates instant results. We want progress immediately. We want answers right away. We want our goals, relationships, and dreams to arrive on demand. But life rarely operates according to our preferred schedule. One of the most valuable lessons we can learn is that timing has its own intelligence. There is a rhythm to life that exists beyond our personal deadlines and expectations. Even when things appear delayed, it does not mean they are denied. Often, what seems like a setback is actually preparation. What appears to be waiting may be a period of growth, alignment, or unseen development taking place behind the scenes. Life may be arranging circumstances in ways you cannot yet understand. Trusting timing means releasing the belief that everything must happen immediately. It means letting go of the pressure to force outcomes before they are ready. It is the willingness to believe that life is unfolding exactly as it needs to, even when the path ahead remains unclear. When you stop demanding instant results, a profound sense of peace begins to emerge. You no longer carry the exhausting burden of trying to rush every process. Instead, you develop confidence that what is meant for you will arrive when the conditions are right. This doesn't mean becoming passive or giving up responsibility. You still take meaningful action. You still pursue your goals with commitment and dedication. The difference is that you stop fighting the natural pace of life. Look at nature for a moment. A seed does not become a tree overnight. Seasons unfold in their own time. Flowers don't bloom because someone demands it. They bloom when they are ready. Human growth follows the same principle. Whenever we try to accelerate every outcome, we often create frustration and unnecessary stress. But when we learn to respect life's timing, we move in harmony with a greater rhythm. We stop struggling against the current and begin flowing with it. Trust that every chapter is arriving exactly when it needs to. Trust that delays may be serving a purpose you cannot yet see. Trust that what belongs in your life is finding its way to you. Your job is not to force the future. Your job is to prepare for it, stay present, and trust that everything will unfold at the right moment. Trust the journey and embrace your worth. Life's delays are not punishments, and moments of waiting are not signs that something has gone wrong. In fact, many of the pauses we experience are essential parts of our growth. What feels like a setback today may actually be preparing you for something greater tomorrow. There are seasons in life when progress seems invisible. Doors remain closed, answers feel distant, and the future appears uncertain. Yet these periods often hold tremendous value. They offer opportunities for self-discovery, wisdom, and personal development. During these quieter chapters, you are being shaped into the person capable of handling the blessings that are on their way. Many people view waiting as wasted time, but it is often where the most important transformation occurs. While you may not see immediate results, life is continuously moving behind the scenes. Circumstances are aligning, lessons are being learned, and opportunities are taking shape in ways you cannot yet recognize. Learning to trust timing means accepting that not everything must happen according to your schedule. It requires faith in a process larger than your current perspective. Even when you cannot see the entire path, you can trust that each step serves a purpose. Patience is often misunderstood. People mistake it for passivity, but true patience is an active expression of confidence. It is the ability to remain committed to your vision without becoming consumed by frustration or fear. It is choosing to believe that what belongs to you is already making its way into your life. When you stop trying to rush every outcome, a sense of peace begins to replace anxiety. You become more present. You appreciate where you are instead of constantly worrying about where you should be. This allows you to enjoy the journey rather than treating life as a race toward the next destination. Trust creates freedom. It frees you from the pressure of forcing results and allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that the right opportunities will arrive at the right moment. Sometimes life's greatest gifts appear when you least expect them, exceeding anything you could have planned yourself. 5. Your beliefs shape what you allow into your life. One of the most powerful truths about personal growth is that your view of yourself influences every area of your life. The expectations you hold, the stories you repeat in your mind, and the beliefs you carry about your own value all play a significant role in the experiences you attract. Life often reflects what you believe to be possible. When you genuinely believe that you are capable of success, worthy of happiness, and deserving of meaningful opportunities, you begin to approach life differently. Your decisions become bolder, your actions become more confident. You naturally move toward people, situations, and possibilities that support your growth. This isn't about ego or believing you're better than anyone else. It's about recognizing your inherent value as a human being. It's understanding that you deserve to experience fulfillment, joy, love, and peace just as much as anyone else. However, the opposite is also true. If you constantly tell yourself that success is for other people, that happiness is out of reach, or that you're destined to struggle forever, those beliefs begin to shape your reality. Limiting thoughts create invisible barriers that affect the choices you make and the opportunities you're willing to pursue. When self-doubt becomes your dominant mindset, it quietly influences your behavior. You hesitate when opportunities appear. You question your abilities. You settle for less than you're capable of achieving. In many cases, the obstacle isn't the outside world, it's the belief system operating within. This is why changing your self-perception can be so transformative. The moment you begin seeing yourself as worthy of growth, success, and abundance, you start removing the internal resistance that has been holding you back. You become more open to possibilities. You begin expecting positive outcomes instead of anticipating disappointment. Your beliefs act like a filter through which you experience life. If that filter is built on confidence, self-respect, and possibility, you'll notice opportunities that were always there, but previously overlooked. If that filter is built on fear and limitation, even great opportunities can seem unattainable. The key is to develop a deeper sense of self-worth. Every person carries unique value. Every person has the capacity to create a meaningful and fulfilling life. When you truly accept this truth, your energy changes. You stop shrinking yourself to fit old fears. You stop questioning whether you deserve good things. Instead, you begin moving through life with quiet certainty. This shift doesn't mean success arrives without effort. It means you stop standing in your own way. You stop allowing fear to dictate your choices. You begin taking action from a place of belief rather than insecurity. And when your actions align with confidence and self-respect, life starts responding differently. Whether you're pursuing a rewarding career, stronger relationships, financial growth, or inner peace, your level of belief influences how willing you are to pursue those goals. The stronger your sense of worth, the more naturally you step into opportunities that support your vision. Over time, you'll begin to notice remarkable changes. Possibilities that once seemed distant become attainable. Paths that appeared blocked begin to open. The goals you once doubted become realistic and achievable. True attraction is not about chasing or demanding. It is about becoming aligned with the version of yourself that already believes those blessings are possible. Life continually responds to the energy, expectations, and beliefs you bring into it. The moment you embrace your worth, you stop pushing abundance away and start allowing it to enter. When you genuinely believe that you deserve a meaningful life, fulfilling relationships, lasting peace, and extraordinary opportunities, you begin creating the conditions for those experiences to find you. 6. Inner peace is one of the most powerful forms of manifestation. Everything begins with the energy you carry within. The moment you genuinely believe that you are worthy of the life you desire, your mindset starts to change. Your thoughts become more empowering, your actions become more intentional, and your energy naturally aligns with the opportunities meant for you. Self-belief isn't just a positive mindset, it's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Many people spend their lives searching for success, abundance, and fulfillment outside themselves, not realizing that the foundation of all those things starts within. When you recognize your value and trust your potential, you send a powerful signal to life that you're ready to receive more. The stronger your belief in yourself, the easier it becomes to attract experiences that reflect that confidence. 6. Calmness is a success signal. We live in a culture that celebrates constant movement. Everywhere we look, we're told to work harder, move faster, and never stop chasing the next goal. Many people believe that achievement comes only through relentless effort and endless hustle. But there is another path, one that is often overlooked. True power is not found in constant pressure. It is found in inner stability. Calmness is not laziness, nor is it a lack of ambition. It is the ability to remain centered while pursuing your goals. It is the state of mind that allows you to think clearly, act wisely, and stay connected to your purpose, regardless of what is happening around you. When your mind is calm, you gain access to a deeper level of awareness. You become more connected to your intuition and more capable of recognizing opportunities when they appear. Instead of reacting emotionally to every challenge, you respond with confidence and clarity. Think of a crystal clear lake. When the water is still, it reflects everything accurately, but when it's disturbed by constant movement, the reflection becomes distorted. The same is true for the mind. Stress, fear, and impatience cloud our vision, while calmness allows us to see clearly. Inner peace creates an environment where growth can naturally occur. When anxiety dominates your thoughts, you often create resistance without realizing it. Fear causes hesitation. Impatience creates frustration. Worry drains your energy. All of these things interfere with your ability to move forward effectively. But when you operate from a place of calm confidence, everything changes. You stop fighting every circumstance. You stop wasting energy on things outside your control. Instead, you begin flowing with life's natural rhythm. Calmness allows you to trust the process without becoming passive. It gives you the strength to keep moving forward while remaining emotionally balanced. Rather than forcing outcomes, you focus on taking meaningful action and allowing results to unfold naturally. This state of peace becomes incredibly powerful because it helps you remain open to possibilities. Opportunities that might have been overlooked during moments of stress become easier to recognize. Solutions appear where problems once seemed overwhelming. Many people assume manifestation is about doing more. In reality, some of the most important breakthroughs happen when you create enough stillness to receive guidance, inspiration, and clarity. Peaceful energy attracts powerful results because it removes the barriers created by fear and doubt. Choosing calmness is an active decision. It means refusing to let stress dictate your actions. It means staying grounded when circumstances become uncertain. It means trusting yourself enough to move forward without constantly needing reassurance. When your actions come from a place of inner balance, they become more effective. Your decisions improve, your focus sharpens, your confidence grows. You are no longer operating from panic, you are operating from purpose. Calmness also helps you release attachment to specific outcomes. Instead of obsessing over exactly when something will happen or how it must unfold, you learn to trust that progress is occurring even when it isn't immediately visible. This freedom creates room for unexpected opportunities and outcomes greater than anything you originally planned. Inner peace is powerful because it places you in harmony with life's flow. It allows you to receive what you need while remaining present enough to appreciate the journey. When calmness becomes your foundation, abundance has room to grow. Success has room to develop. Happiness has room to flourish. You become the kind of person capable of handling the very blessings you've been asking for. That is why calmness is not weakness, it is strength in its highest form. 7. The extraordinary power of letting go. Most people are taught that if they want something badly enough, they must fight for it relentlessly. They are told to chase every opportunity, control every outcome, and push until they reach exhaustion. Yet some of life's greatest transformations happen when we stop forcing and start trusting. One of the biggest causes of suffering is attachment. When we become overly attached to specific outcomes, timelines, or expectations, we create tension within ourselves. We hold on so tightly that we block the very things we're hoping to receive. The harder we cling, the more resistance we create. We become consumed with questions about how something will happen, when it will happen, and why it hasn't happened yet. Our attention shifts away from the present moment and becomes trapped in anxiety about the future. Letting go changes everything. Releasing control doesn't mean abandoning your dreams. It means releasing your obsession with how those dreams must arrive. It means accepting that there may be possibilities beyond what you can currently imagine. Instead of trying to control every detail, you begin trusting that life is working in ways you cannot always see. You stop fighting reality and start cooperating with it. Letting go is about releasing the need to manage every outcome and replacing fear with faith. It is choosing to trust the journey even when the destination isn't fully visible. When you surrender the constant need for certainty, something remarkable happens. Space opens up, new opportunities appear, unexpected connections enter your life, fresh possibilities emerge. The things you've been desperately trying to force often begin arriving naturally. Imagine planting a seed in fertile soil. After planting it, you don't dig it up every day to check its progress. You nurture it, provide what it needs, and trust the growth process. Your goals work the same way. You can take action, stay committed, and remain focused, but you cannot force every stage of growth. Some parts of the journey require patience and trust. Letting go also means freeing yourself from the fear of loss. Fear often causes people to cling to situations, relationships, and outcomes. Yet the tighter they hold on, the more stress and anxiety they create. When you release that fear, you open yourself to greater possibilities. You begin trusting that what is truly meant for you cannot be taken away. You understand that life is capable of bringing new blessings, new opportunities, and new beginnings whenever necessary. Many of the most extraordinary moments in life arrive unexpectedly. They come from paths we never planned and opportunities we never anticipated. This is why surrender can be so powerful. Life often has a broader perspective than we do. While we focus on one specific outcome, greater possibilities may already be forming beyond our awareness. Trust is the foundation of letting go. It is the willingness to move forward without needing all the answers. It is believing that even when the future feels uncertain, life is still guiding you toward growth and fulfillment. As you release old disappointments, limiting beliefs, and past failures, you create room for something new. You stop allowing yesterday's experiences to determine tomorrow's possibilities. You become open to fresh opportunities, deeper relationships, greater happiness, and unexpected abundance. Letting go is not passive acceptance. It is a conscious act of courage. It is choosing faith over fear. It is choosing possibility over limitation. It is choosing growth over control. And when you make that choice, you create space for life to exceed your expectations. The less tightly you cling, the more freely life can flow through you. The more you release, the more you become available to receive. The more space you create within yourself, the more room there is for extraordinary things to enter your life. The more space you create within yourself, the more opportunities life has to surprise you. Amazing things often arrive when you stop gripping so tightly and allow life to unfold naturally. Sometimes the greatest blessings appear not because you forced them into existence, but because you finally trusted enough to let them come. Right now, give yourself permission to release the weight you've been carrying. Stop trying to manage every outcome, every timeline, and every possibility. Trust that what belongs in your life is already finding its way to you. Take a slow, deep breath. Allow yourself to relax for a moment. Remember this simple truth: what is truly meant for you cannot miss you. Close your eyes if you can. Let the noise around you fade into the background. Breathe deeply and remind yourself that life is still working behind the scenes, even when you cannot see immediate results. Not everything needs to be figured out today. Not every answer needs to arrive right now. The moment you stop resisting, you create room for something greater. When you release the need to control every detail, you make space for new opportunities, unexpected blessings, and meaningful transformations to enter your life. Trust that there is a timing to everything. Trust that what is meant for you will arrive when the moment is right. You don't have to spend your life chasing every possibility. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is remain open, patient, and receptive. When you stop forcing and start trusting, life often begins moving in your direction in ways you never anticipated. Stay grounded, stay present, stay connected to the moment you're living right now. Have faith in the process, even when the path ahead isn't completely clear. Every experience, every delay, every lesson, and every opportunity is contributing to a bigger picture that is still unfolding. If this message brought comfort, inspiration, or a sense of peace, consider sharing it with someone who may need the same reminder. And if you'd like more uplifting messages like this, be sure to support the journey and stay connected. Above all, remember that life is not working against you. Even when things feel uncertain, there is a purpose behind every season. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it needs to. Take care of yourself. Be gentle with your heart, and until we meet again, may you discover serenity in difficult moments, wisdom in times of uncertainty, and confidence in the timing of your own journey. May you find strength when challenges arise, peace when life becomes noisy, and unwavering trust that your best days are still ahead. Keep believing, keep growing, and keep moving forward, one step at a time.